Hello, welcome back from Easter break. I hope you guys all took a nice break to just be with your families and be thankful for each other. I am doing your double digit math problems that you have to create and do on your own and then send them back to me. So I'm kind of showing you exactly what I mean on this video, okay? I also still have lots of math problems from you kiddos to videotape on how you did them, like the math problems, double digit math problems you gave to me, for me to solve and video them back to you. But my internet and my video recording system that I've been doing, because I'm a professional YouTuber now, is not the greatest. So I've been slowly doing them, and I might switch to just recording in my phone and then sending the video to your mom or dad on their phone through texting or through Messenger, just because that's faster and the video gets to you quicker. So keep a heads up for those, okay? So I'm going to turn my page. So what this one is, this is the assignment called Your Own Double Digit Math Problems, okay? And you can challenge yourself, or you can make more than just a double digit, more than just 2 digits. Double means 2, okay? Because like if you have a double, you roll dice and you roll double, that means you have the same number on both dice. But what I mean by double digit is adding 2 numbers. So like you have to come up with your own and solve them, okay? So if you would come up with a number that has 2 numbers, let's go 23. Can you see that? This marker's not as bright as I want it to be. Let me grab a different one. Okay. Let me rewrite that. 23. There's 2 numbers in there, right? Okay. Then I want to add another double digit number. Let's go 51. Okay. So those numbers are called double digit numbers. That means this is the ones column, and this means tens. This is the tens column. So really you have 2 sets of 10, which means 20. Here you have 5 sets of 10, which means 50. Okay, and what you want, you just create your own. So there's one. Maybe you want to challenge yourself and do a triple digit. Triple means 3. So maybe you would go 121 plus 153. Then you have a triple digit number, but then this changes. This is still the ones column. This still just means 1, 1, 1, 3. This is still that tens column. So it means 2 tens, which really means 20, and 5 tens, which means 50. Okay. Then once you work your way, the further you go over, this means the hundreds column. So you have 100. You have 100. So you would read this number 121. Okay, so if you want to challenge yourself with a triple digit number, you can. With this problem, you need 5 of your own created, and then you have to solve them. So I have 2, so I'm just going to make some more. Let's go 35, 41. Let's go 67 plus 50. Let's do a hard one, 9. I'm just going to stop there. You guys need 10, okay? I'm only going to do 4 just for time's sake. I use line paper because it helps me keep my values straight. Because if you mess up your values, because if you add 20 plus a 3, that's not in the right column. They're not in the same area. They're not the same value. So you can't add those. You have to make sure. I use line paper to make sure my numbers are staying lined up. Okay, so double digits kind of fun. All you do is you cross off. All you have to do is add the ones first. Always, always, always start with the ones. The ones value. 3 plus 1, easy enough, 4. 2 plus 5, which is really saying 2 sets of 10. So it's 10, 20. 5 sets of 10. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. What? 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. So it's really saying 20 plus 50. But 2 plus 5 is 70. And guess what? 20 plus 50 is 70. So the answer is 74. So that's what you do. You create 10 problems on your own, you solve them, and you can send a picture back of your problems that you created back to me, either on my texting, you can send it on Facebook, you can put it on this assignment, okay? So 1 plus 3 is 4. Look at how I'm staying in a nice row. Remember how we walk in a line and we stay in our lines together? You guys are really good hallway walkers. What I would get to watch you guys walk in the hallway with me again. I missed that. 20 plus 50. 2 plus 5 is 70. 1 plus 1, or 100 plus 100 is 200. 1 plus 1 is 2. 274. Next one is 5 plus 1 is 6. 3 plus 4 is 7. Answer is 76. Don't do my problems. Come up with your own, okay? Remember, you don't have to do a triple digit number, okay? You can just try to stick to double numbers, okay? Now, this one gets a little tricky. This is called that regrouping. What it means by regrouping is if you have more than 10, it doesn't work. So each column is worth 10 ones. Each column is, let's say you have ducks. So you have 10 ducks here, 10 ducks here, 10 ducks here, 10, and so on. Okay, and after you get to that number, you have to regroup and add it to the next column. Okay, so 7 plus 9, that is way higher than 10, isn't it? 7 plus 9 is 16. So that means you break apart the 1 and the 6. You put the 6 down here, because that's part of the ones. And you regroup and put that little 1 up there. Don't forget about it, because it's still part of it. Here's the number 16. This is the tens value. This is the ones. Look how I put the ones value there. And I put the tens value up where the tens column is. That's how that works. Okay, so 16, and then you go 1 plus 6 plus 5. 11, 12. So there's that number. You can't put two numbers in that same line. There's no numbers here, so you just put it down on the problem. So the answer is 126. Okay, so you need to do 10 of your own. Create your own problems. You can challenge yourself if you want. You can stick to just double digit. You can challenge yourself by having regrouping numbers. It is up to you. You learn at your own pace. And once you're done, you take a picture, you send it on over to me. Make sure you solve those this time, okay?